Yo, 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 yo. It's Marlo here with Paradigm Shift, episode 3. We made it, baby. We hustling, we grinding. um, we got to start off with bringing ourselves into the moment. If you don't know, now you know. We start off every episode with coming into the moment, and this is the tips I will give you for doing that. This is the easy thing you can do without meditating for an hour. So you want to use all your senses. We're going to take a deep breath. When you take a breath, really feel the air coming into your lungs. Feel the air going, spreading around your body, filling you up. When you let that breath go, feel it coming out of your mouth, out of your lungs. Use your senses. What do you see? I see a camera in front of me. I see my voice module going up and down. What do you hear? I hear myself talking. What do you hear? You might hear a crow cawing outside. You might hear your cat scratching something or meowing. You might hear the TV going off. What do you smell? Right now, I don't smell anything really. I guess I smell summertime. I don't know. There's nothing really to smell. What can you feel? I can feel my body, feel my face, feel this microphone. That's a quick tip of bringing yourself in the moment. It's not guaranteed to keep you there, but this is a quick way if you're ever feeling out of the moment or you're trying to figure out, everybody says, live in the now, bro. Forget the past, forget the future, live right here. But how do you actually do it? For many people, we don't even understand it. These are the things that they should be teaching in school, but truth is not many people even understand it, right? So when you're doing something like yoga, when you're doing something you love, something that almost forces you to be in the moment, that's a huge reason why we do these things, right? When you're playing a sport, it's hard for you to be thinking about other things, thinking about the future or the past, bills you gotta pay, rents due, the fight you had with your girlfriend, boyfriend, significant other, whatever. That's why we do these things, whether it's drawing, playing basketball, dancing, even, doing math. I don't know, doing geometry or trig, whatever it is for you, right? These are the things that bring you into the moment. Problem is you can't do those things 24/7. But you see a lot of people, and usually those people who do those things as much as possible, they're the ones who are excelling at the game, right? Look at Kobe Bryant. Look at anybody who's at the top of their sport, right? Serena Williams. Anybody. Those people are doing the thing that brings them into the moment all the time. And that might be one of the reasons they do it, is because it does bring them into the moment and they're not stressing and worried. But the real trick is to bring that into your everyday life, right? When you're sitting at your desk working and you're stressed out and you're freaking out and everybody around you is being annoying and, yelling at you, you can be that sense of calm by bringing yourself into the moment. And today, I definitely, the last episode was kind of about finding your passion or finding your purpose. Today, I want to talk about some things that kind of add to that. Self-doubt. I think we're we're so hard on ourselves. I'm hard on myself too. In so many areas of my life. Sometimes I'll go kind of dip back into unconsciousness. And when you become conscious, you're never going to just be unconscious again. You will dip back into unconsciousness. You'll dip back into your habits. But the more and more you practice consciousness, the more and more you put yourself in the moment, the easier it is to snap out of that, right? So myself, I used to go through depressions like, man, 6 months. I'd go through 6-month depressions usually when the winter came around. You know, spring and summer were like so fun. Going out, doing things, seeing friends, partying, going hiking, whatever. And then winter comes around, right? Where I live, winter, you know, as soon as it hits about October, late October, it's raining until the end of spring. That's a long time. And the gray skies, no sun, you know, it can really kind of get you down because the sun obviously brings, releases the, what's it called, serotonin, and, you know, it gives you that healthy feeling. And when you can go outside, you're going to be doing exercise and, you know, feeding your body and being healthy. So, you know, we're too hard on ourselves because we get into these things called thought loops, right? One thing I have to talk about is thinking. You know, we all believe that thinking is a part of us, that it is us, that it's our source to everything. I hate to break it to you, but it's not. Overthinking can be the biggest detriment to being in the moment. In fact, it's one of the key factors to being unconscious. When I say unconscious, I mean not being in the moment, not being present, not being at our base self. Our base core is consciousness, is being present. And that's why when I look at animals, they don't have the ability to think like we do. They don't have the ability to be like, damn, remember when I was like hunting that mouse and I almost got it, but it ran away at the last second and I didn't have food that day? Yo, I was so weak, bro. Fuck, you know? They don't have the ability to look back like that. And so they're always in the moment. When you watch a cat, when you watch a dog, when you watch a parrot, any animal, they're just living there. Whatever is happening to them, they are going off that. They're reacting to what's happening around them. They're very diligent. They're very, you know, they can, if you play with them, they'll start playing with you or they'll run away or whatever, right? They're just there. So humans have developed this thought, which can be a good thing. Don't get me wrong. Thought is needed for certain things, right? If you have to plan something, if you have to do a project, if you have to, you know, if you're creating a business and you got to lay out the steps and figure out what the design is, you got to think there. But it's those times when we're about to go to sleep and we start thinking about something that happened, you know, and boom, 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 we are now looking at ourselves and thinking we're the worst people in the world. I'm so shitty at this. I'm so fat. I'm so skinny. I'm so whatever, right? And I struggled with that too. So I would go, you know, 4 months during spring, summer and get healthy and go outside and work out and just feel amazing. Then winter would come around. Rain would start. Sun went away. I'd go into my shell. Be thinking all these thoughts, and boom, 6 months go by, I gain 20 pounds, then I got to start that over again, right? At this point in my life, I don't go into those deep, dark holes, those depression holes. I will feel depressed sometimes. I will feel tired and no energy, low energy. And sometimes, a lot of the times, that's literally your body and your mind telling you you need to take a break. You need to chill out. You don't have to be going 100% at all times. You know, a lot of North American culture and media is all about the grind. You gotta grind, bro. If you're not grinding, what are you doing? If you're not making money, what are you doing? A lot of those people will get burnt out, and you might not see it on their social. You might not hear them talk about it, but those type of things, those huge burnouts, if you keep going so hard, 110% every day for a year, that will affect you. That will cause stress in your body, create, disease, cancer, create problems that your doctor might say, you need more iron. I mean, you might need more iron, but, it's hard for them to tell you that's due to you grinding 110% every day, because stress is a huge thing. Stress is a buildup in your body, and that can create cancer. Your body doesn't understand. When you stress yourself out, that's your body putting yourself in the fight or flight frequency. Your body doesn't know, oh, there isn't a lion trying to chase me down and kill me. It just thinks that it is. Thinks that you need to fight or flight. And being in that state, it can cause weight gain or weight loss or all these things that we don't even really understand at this point, where we're thinking, oh, it's because of this other thing. It's because I'm, not doing yoga or whatever, right? And yeah, so the only way, I'm going to say this all the time, but the only way to bring yourself out of that thought loop of thinking you're this horrible person, comparing yourself to others, and, being jealous of other people, is to be present, to put yourself in the moment. Use the tools that I'm teaching you in the beginning. And you may think that sounds so simple. And it is simple. That's the thing. It's so simple that the brain, the mind, likes to think there's no way that can be the answer. Sometimes the simplest answers are the actual answers, and they're not just bullshit. And you don't have to take my word for it. You don't have to. You try it out, though. Try it out. Start working on it. Being present is like a muscle. It's like getting better at a sport, getting better at drawing. How do you do that, right? The blueprint's out there. It's just keep trying. Maybe you'll be present for 1 second, then 2 seconds, then a minute, then an hour, right? I go in and out, but when I'm out, so much less than before. And I got to tell you, I've been doing this for 10 years, not at this level, but right, it took me that long. So you got to start looking long term. Look at your life and the things that you want, the things that you want to be. Do you want to be, present, calm, chill, someone that people love to be around, someone that helps others? Or do you want to constantly be, it's not enough, right? We like to think it's not enough. We're never happy. Gratitude is a huge thing that I experienced that I never did before. I was always complaining about shit, saying, I wish this was better. I wish I had a six-pack. I wish. But then I just ended up not doing anything because I was so negative about everything. Being grateful for things that you have right now. Something that I've noticed, especially on social media, is everybody's looking at these negative points. Everything is, it's not everything, but, people get so caught up in the negative aspects. When you are looking at social media and feeding into negative frenzies, it affects you. When you're grateful for things, when you're grateful that you're living, that you're breathing, that you're on this earth, even though you might, obviously humans have really kind of messed things up with global warming and everything. We can change it, but the change doesn't come by just going out there and trying to fight the powers. it comes from individually, everybody changing individually, right? There's still going to be these corporations, these huge conglomerates, these business only foundations that are going to, change the course of our history, that have, right? You can't go out there and what are you going to do, right? Like, you're not going to go and break down the building and take them all out and put them in jail. It's just not going to happen. So what is the change? How does the change come? Change comes from inside yourself, because when you align yourself with the present moment, you're doing your part. Then, when you get better at it, then you start teaching people. You start showing people. It's not even about teaching and not going up to people and saying, you got to be present. It's just by being present, right? That's the best way to show and teach other people how to be present. Then they might start asking you, how are you doing this? Then you show them my YouTube, or you show them Eckhart Tolle's books. Yeah, man, being so hard on ourselves comes from overthinking. I've been hard on myself too, still to this day. I was just thinking, dude, you're still so fat, bro. Like, what are you doing, man? But then I look and I realize, oh man, I've been working out for like a year straight, 5 days a week. I've gained a lot of muscle. And yeah, I don't have a six pack yet, but I'm working on being healthier. I'm working on it, right? I put myself in this position by growing up, eating way too much and not eating healthy foods and not understanding about health. And then when I was around 30 or maybe a little younger, then I started to realize it. Then I started to work on it. But I went 30 years, just for example, I went 30 years being unhealthy. I can't change that in 2-3 years. You could go all out and every day eat a fucking peanut and work out, like crazy. And there are some people who do that. But I believe it's better to do it gradually, right? You're going to go through ups and downs in this life and you're going to fail, but you can keep progressing and you don't have to do anything. Stop listening to all the bullshit around you telling you have to be here by this age. You have to be married by this age. You have to have kids by this age. You have to have $1 million or nobody will like you, right? You get caught up in that through thought. And the only way to get out is by being in the present moment. Anyways, that is the episode 3. That is episode 3. I'm Marlo. Peace out. Take care. Be present. Peace.